asana is when arms are not involved. So lifted hands. This. This is Sarpasan. Sarp is a snake. Bhujang is a position of that snake. Like active position. Sarp is not actively you are doing here. So hands are lifted, but chest is still supported. Like a normal snake, you know. But when the snake is aggressive, lifting them. So right now, Bhujang is aggressive action of the snake. Sarpasan is a resting pose. Like there you are not aggressively performing.
Yeah.
Bhujangasana is because it came from that position where when the snake is active. So that's why in this pose every part of the body is active. Sarpasan, little passive. You are not aggressively lifting the body. Bhujangasana, arms are bending because it is not active back extension pose. Spine is taking a curve, bending, simple bend. But because and in Bhujangasana, each spinal vertebrae, they are coming closer to each other. But in, like you said, straight arm, upward facing dog in Ashtanga, the work is to separate them, to create the gap between each and every vertebrae. Still backward bending, but to create the gap. And because of that, you are lifting the arms, straight arms.
So which is the active back stretch?
Back extension actively is upward facing dog.
So the Bhujangasana is a passive.
Bhujangasana, if you compare these two poses, then it's a passive.
Oh, okay. So
you need to compare, yes.
So between Sarpasan and Bhujangasana,
this is
active,
active,
but
yes.
Bhujangasana versus upward facing.
Yes.
Okay.
Spinal work.
It's increasing activity.
Yes. If you're seeing these 2-3 poses together, if you're comparing these two, right? Now second thing, see, in upward facing dog, and because it's an active back extension, that's why upward facing dog. That's why your thighs are off the ground. Because if the thighs are down, then what will happen? Instead of creating the space between the vertebrae, you will decrease.
Compress.
Because now the compression will start the moment you drop. See, the moment I press this down, see, now if I tell him not to lift the legs and straight the arms, straight arms. So basically my thoracic spine is falling to my lumbar. So the gap is decreasing. And because gap is decreasing and intense back bend, you are not giving freedom to the lower body. So right now what will happen? The nerves which goes down to the legs, especially sciatica nerves, there are chances that because of the pressure in the disc between the vertebrae, if you are weak with the muscles here, if the side back muscles are weak, there are chances that you start pinching them. And there are chances that you can break the wall of the disc. Chances are there, possibilities are there. So we are not trying, the pressure is increasing in the vertebrae. So that's why bending elbows, because this is locked. In Bhujangasana, lower body is locked. But in upward facing dog, lower body is not locked. Up to ankle, it's a single extension. But here Bhujangasana, head to, this is one work. From here to, this is another work. This is a foundational work here, means supported, grounded. And this is active work, like you are acting there. So that's why it's this. Elbows, but upward facing dog, see? So now see, from back ankle to the front shoulder, it's a single one stretch should be. And because it's a spinal extension, so thighs are up. So you are having a space. And even the work is different. One is bending pose, one is extending pose. This is one is folding pose. Bhujangasana is a folding, it's like you are folding. And another is not folding, it's extension, lengthening. So two difference if you talk about spinal work. Now this is Bhujangasana, very bending elbow. In Bhujangasana, elbows are a little bit back, hands are back, close to this hips, a little bit forward. It should not be to the shoulder.
And chest.
See now, Bhujangasana is not here. Hand could you?
Yes.
Don't start from here. Bhujangasana. Start from bottom ribs. Here. Floating ribs. You press the palm here, and now this is. Means minimum support hands. Hands are supported, but not leaning on the arms too much. Is it clear? Normally when you do Bhujangasana, you are hanging on the hands, and then you are pushing with the hands to go back. So this action will not work there. You are not pushing from the hands to go up. So primary action is you are using your back muscles strength to lift you, and use the wrist just to lock you there. So most of the efforts are to lift from the back muscles, okay? And wrist will, see, one more thing very important here. When hands are here, what will happen? Your front hands, these fingers, are mostly active to push you that direction. It's like this pressure is working. But when hands are here, now in this case, your half of the arms are not active. Half of the arm, now full arm is not working. So the moment you lift up, the pressure is here at wrist. So it works as a lock. Means now don't go more than that. Otherwise you will be keep pushing up. Okay, how much to go up? I'm very flexible. Someone goes more and more. This pose is not for more and more. This pose, if you want to do more, you go upward facing dog. There you can do more and more. Here it's a resting pose also, strengthening pose. Okay, Bhujangasana is this. Now with exhalation, back for Parvatasana. Simple Parvatasana is this, like we discussed last time.